a quiet town nestled between lush green hills, there lived a couple whose love seemed timeless and unbreakable. Sarah and Daniel had been married for 25 years, their bond a source of inspiration to everyone around them. Their relationship was built on a foundation of mutual respect, trust, and an unwavering commitment to care for one another. Sarah worked as a nurse at the local clinic, her days filled with tending to the sick, comforting the worried, and bandaging the wounds of children who tumbled during play. She had an innate ability to connect with people, offering a soothing presence even in the direst of situations. Daniel, her husband, was a high school teacher known for his passion for literature and history. His classroom was always lively, filled with discussions that ignited curiosity and critical thinking among his students. Together, Sarah and Daniel formed a partnership that radiated warmth and kindness, a beacon of hope in their small, close-knit community. Their story began decades earlier when they first met at a charity event. Sarah had been volunteering as a caregiver, assisting with a fundraiser to support the town's only shelter, while Daniel had been there as one of the event organizers. When their eyes met across the crowded hall, something unspoken passed between them. They struck up a conversation that evening, talking late into the night about their dreams, values, and shared desire to make a difference in the world. It wasn't long before they realized they were kindred spirits. As their relationship grew, they found joy in the little things. Sarah loved how Daniel would surprise her with flowers picked from their garden, while Daniel cherished the way Sarah would leave notes of encouragement in his lesson plans. Their life together was a symphony of small acts of love, each one strengthening the bond they shared. They celebrated each other's successes and stood steadfast during the challenges that inevitably came their way. One winter, the town was struck by a particularly severe flu outbreak, overwhelming the small clinic where Sarah worked. She often returned home late at night, her energy drained from long hours of caring for patients. Daniel, understanding her exhaustion, took it upon himself to lighten her burden. He would prepare her favorite meals, ensure the house was spotless, and wait up for her with a cup of herbal tea and a reassuring smile. When Sarah expressed her gratitude, Daniel would simply say, "This is what love does. It cares." But their journey was not without hardship. Several years into their marriage, Daniel was diagnosed with a rare heart condition. The diagnosis brought fear and uncertainty, but Sarah refused to let it define their lives. She threw herself into learning about his condition, researching treatments, and adjusting their lifestyle to support his health. She accompanied him to every doctor's appointment, asked countless questions, and ensured he followed his prescribed routine. At night, she would sit by his side, holding his hand and reading aloud his favorite passages from classic novels. Despite his illness, Daniel remained determined to support Sarah in every way he could. He continued teaching part-time, finding solace and purpose in his work. He wanted Sarah to see that he was still the same man she had fallen in love with, capable of offering strength and companionship. They drew closer during this difficult time, their love deepening as they faced the uncertainty of the future together. The couple's care extended beyond their relationship, reaching out into the community. Inspired by Sarah and Daniel's devotion to one another, their friends and neighbors often sought their advice on nurturing strong relationships. Young couples would visit their cozy home to learn the secrets of their enduring love. Sarah and Daniel always said the same thing: love is in the details. It's in how you listen, how you show up, and how you never let the other person feel alone. Their influence on the community grew even further when they organized an event called the CARE Campaign. The initiative encouraged families to perform small acts of kindness for one another, fostering a culture of compassion throughout the town. The campaign was a resounding success, leaving a lasting impression on everyone who participated. As the years passed, Sarah and Daniel's lives settled into a peaceful rhythm. Daniel, now retired, spent his days tending to their garden, cultivating vibrant flowers and fresh vegetables. Sarah, though semi-retired, continued to volunteer at the clinic, her love for caregiving as strong as ever. Their home became a haven for their grandchildren, who adored the warmth and stories their grandparents shared. On their 50th wedding anniversary, the entire town came together to celebrate the couple who had become a symbol of love and resilience. During the celebration, Daniel stood before the crowd, his voice trembling with emotion as he addressed Sarah. "You are the greatest gift of my life," he said. "Our love has endured because we've always chosen to care for each other, for our family, and for our community. I am grateful for every moment with you." Their story didn't end with their passing. The legacy of Sarah and Daniel lived on in the countless lives they had touched. Their children and grandchildren carried forward the values they had instilled, spreading kindness and love wherever they went. The town often spoke of them, their story a reminder of what it meant to truly care. In their garden, a simple plaque remained, etched with the words they had lived by, "Love grows best in hearts that care."